My name is Professor Andy Cruden. I'm Associate Dean for the Faculty of Engineering and Physical Sciences, but I'm based in Mechanical Engineering Department, although I'm an electrical engineer by background. So about this project, this is the FEVER project, Future Electric Vehicle Energy Networks Supporting Renewables. Now that's a bit of a mouthful, but effectively what we're looking at is trying to create an off-grid solution using 100% renewable energy to supply electric vehicles. The difficulty there is the sun and the wind don't always blow or shine all the time. Therefore, the key element of this research project is a hybrid electrical energy store. That buffers the renewables and then can deliver that to the cars whenever it's needed. Okay, the key findings of this project is this is a 5-year project that started in September 22, so we're just over 2 years into this project. We have 4 universities involved. It's led by Southampton. We then have colleagues from Sheffield, Surrey and Portsmouth universities. And where we're at just now is we are currently installing our first containerised demonstration unit. And by that I mean it's a physical container that will operate off-grid with solar panels on the roof, a small wind turbine, and internally have a hybrid energy store that we can then use to mock supply some electric vehicles. So this won't be something you can plug your electric vehicle into, but it's everything else in terms of the app to allow people to understand whether there's energy available in this charging station, and the capability to monitor the safety of that system as well. So for example, does it have enough energy in it to charge a certain number of vehicles at a certain time? So that live information will be provided as well. As well, we are exploring how we can use the cheapest form of energy generation, which currently in the UK is both solar and wind energy, rather than gas, for example, how we can use that in a non-grid connected fashion. Because currently those renewable generators have to sell into the electricity market, and then users have to purchase from that market to satisfy their load. We want to do this in an off-grid fashion, hence the need for this energy store, this buffer between the renewables and the electric vehicle charging load. And by so doing, we actually improve the economic viability of this system. These renewable developers can sell their product, i.e. their energy, directly to the electric vehicle users, not through the grid. And that should reinforce the energy security within the country, because again, we're then setting up independent, regional or local energy supplies to supply electric vehicle load. The public policy implications of this project are quite significant, we feel. This provides a mechanism where we could aim for local or regional off-grid energy supplies. Now, currently our project is focused on supplying electric vehicle charging demand, but with renewable energy input, with this hybrid energy store buffer, frankly we can supply any load. So for example, new housing estates, which had been looked at for zero carbon homes a number of years ago, again that could be a potential future delivery or load mechanism for this FEVER project. So the public policy implications are trying to get this off-grid solution interwoven into government policy. Currently the Ofgem, the DESNZ, the National Grid Energy System Operator plans, so for example the Beyond 2030 plan the National Grid Energy System Operator had, all focus on grid connected solutions, and I believe that they are missing a significant technical advance in taking them off grid. In actual fact, this is a bit back to the future, because before we had the UK's national grid system developed in the late 40s and early 50s, our energy system, our electricity system used to be local generation and local distribution, and not on an interconnected national basis. again, I think a move back to that system. And it's not to fully replace the national grid, which is a fantastic creation and does give a very reliable, secure energy supply, but again, factoring in off-grid elements which help remove that new load, like electric vehicles, like heat pumps, from having to add to our existing constrained electricity grid. By having these off-grid solutions, I think will be a significant benefit for the UK. The experience of engaging with policymakers for this project has been several-fold. Firstly, through colleagues at Public Policy Southampton, we actually attended a session with Lord Riddesdale in the House of Lords earlier this year, where again we got direct input and understanding of how to engage with government. So what government is looking for in terms of briefs and headlines to help promote a policy, and also from our point of view, trying to identify points of contact that we can then interface with. So that's the first thing in terms of our policy experience. Secondly, we've also had recent interactions with Ofgem, with the National Highways Agency, with colleagues from DESNZ directly about the potential policy implications of this project. As I said, about trying to promote off-grid solutions for our energy supply. And again, I think that has been a very valuable experience. Certainly I'm coming from a technical research area, and this element of this programme grant, the FEVER programme grant, is quite a unique feature of my typical research projects, is to have, it's quite unique to have a policy element to it, and it's been quite an exciting element of this overall project. Okay, for the future of this project, what we hope is that there is a mechanism enabled within government policy. So for example, within Ofgem's Strategic Innovation Fund, as an example, which allows the electricity companies and network operators to invest in new concepts, new ideas, new technologies to support the electricity grid, to allow them to invest in off-grid solutions. Now that might seem strange to ask grid companies to be allowed to invest in off-grid solutions. But one of the key challenges for the UK is our electricity grid doesn't have sufficient capacity currently to allow us all to drive an electric vehicle or to put a new heat pump in our home. So if you don't have to grid connect those new loads, again, I think that's a grid benefit. So let's allow the investment to happen in off-grid solutions. Now, currently, that's not specifically listed within these policies and these innovation funds, for example, and that's why we're trying to lobby and inform that that is a valid solution.